some people, they're there for the chapter, they're not there for the whole lifetime.
One door closes, another one opens.
Some people are there for a season, some people are there for a reason. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's a Justin Bieber lyric.
Yeah. Hello and welcome back to the podcast. I'm Liam, this is Millie, and this is our Thursday episode. We hope you all are well. Before we start, I just want to say, if you haven't watched our Tuesday episode, go and do that now. And also, our bonus exclusive episode comes out today, which is on Patreon in our group chat. So if you want to go and see that and all other behind the scenes and exclusive episodes, then please go and join that now. So, Millie, I saw something this week about regrets. I, for one, don't have many serious life regrets, but I do have a couple of general ones, you know, the ones where I end up getting too drunk, or I say stupid shit to people on a night out, or sometimes I overshare. And
yeah, I feel like
that.
I would agree in the sense that I've got no big major life regrets. You know, as they say, you know, you shouldn't live with regrets, just learn from them. And but little regrets which are very similar to Liam's, and a lot of them come from me being drunk. I reckon the biggest one is staying out too late all the time, because the later you stay out, the more alcohol or the more shots you get, and then you think, well, why did I do that? Like, if I could turn back time, I wouldn't have even gone out. Like,
I know,
that kind of vibe.
such a good idea at the time, but nothing good happens after like 3 a.m.
No, I know. It's just
nothing
like,
good. Like, all the good stuff happens.
Learn to go
like
home.
All the good stuff happens like 7 p.m. You know, that's when, or 8 p.m. You know, when you're just getting drunk, you're all fun.
The beginning of the night, and it's like, woo!
After 3 a.m., things are just messy and like they just get scatty. You know.
Yeah. No, I know. So I'd say that. I'd probably say I regret, like, when I was younger, I still am a bit of a moody bitch, but like, being so mean to my mum. Like, I remember once on BBM, I put a black picture. You remember when everyone did that when they were in the black picture, full stop, as my name, and then like my little bio bit was, I hate my mum.
I know. We spoke about that on the podcast before. I'm actually remember when we had your mother on as well, and I told her about it. But yeah, you regret things growing up. I probably regret saying to my parents, I hate you, you know, because they wouldn't let me do something and wouldn't let me go out. And I told them I hate them. I don't hate them. I love them.
I had a big argument with my mum and my stepdad. So I had my friend stay. My friend was there as well. No, I had this big row with them, and we went into bed. We were sleeping downstairs, and I was like, "F this! I'm leaving. I'm not staying here. I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna tell my mum that I'm going." And I packed a bag. At this point, I did have a boyfriend, and yeah, I went and I got the bus to my boyfriend's house, and I blocked my mum so that she couldn't contact me. That's so horrible.
That's horrible.
I know, but I wanted to like let her know how upset I was.
Well, by running away and blocking her.
So mean. I literally ran away, basically.
Imagine she wondered like where he was and she couldn't get hold of you. She could think something bad could have happened to you.
I know. Well, I think, you know, she probably texted my ex-boyfriend and said, is Millie there?
Suppose you said no, she's not here to make her worry even more.
I know. So I regret that. That was stupid. Our question of the week this week is, what's your biggest regret in a relationship or a friendship? So we've asked our listeners that, and we've got some responses. So Liam, kick us off with the first one.
Okay, the first one is breaking up with my first serious boyfriend. I think if I hadn't, we'd still be together now. I was young and stupid and thought there was better out there. There wasn't. Ooh, interesting.
I always sort of live by the motto, everything happens for a reason. I like that one. I do. And I do feel like it applies to a lot. Like, you know, what's meant for you will happen. And if you two are supposed to be together, then you will. It just might not be right now.
Yeah.
Lending my ex money, he used it to take another girl on holiday.
Ooh, wow.
That's actually really muggy.
So obviously she's being a good friend, being a good person, sorry, in lending her ex money.
Why the fuck?
Unless
Yeah.
it was together and now they're ex, I'm not sure. But anyway, either way, that is terrible. We shouldn't be taking money off someone and then taking someone else on holiday. That is scummy behavior,
Wow.
and that's not acceptable. We can't be dealing with that.
I mean, lending money off of like, I don't know, your best boy mate or something. I don't think you should be lending money, but if you desperately need to for like things, but like to then use it to take someone on holiday is
Yeah, that's a bit wild.
rank.
That's wild. Okay, being kind and them taking it as a weakness and taking the piss. Yeah, but I think like that's just being kind is like who you are. Like if you don't, you maybe regret being too nice to them and being too much for them, but don't regret being a good person. It's them who's taking advantage of you. But maybe be cautious who you are too nice to in future. But don't change being a good person.
I feel like I've definitely done that before in my lifetime where like, because I've said before, I'm not very like confrontational, and I do feel like I am a kind person. And there's been situations where a friend has done me wrong and I've like been like too like okay about it. And like maybe I wish I could go back and think, I fucking wish I told them that that was
Yeah,
wrong and that was out of order, and like put them in their place, because they'll never learn that that wasn't the right thing to do, and like that you shouldn't do that to someone.
of course. Yeah.
Definitely have done that. I have had that. So it's like, but then yeah, Liam's right. It's your character and you're a nice person, and I don't think that that can be faulted.
No, exactly. I agree.
The next one is farting and becoming unattractive.
Oh, that's not a regret. It's who you are. You farting. You gotta let it out, haven't you? Otherwise, you have smelly breath.
Is that is that what they think about themselves, or do you think the other person has said that you're unattractive now because you farted?
No, but that's obviously by themselves, isn't it? Because they regret becoming unattractive.
It's not
Look,
unattractive
don't change.
farting unless it's like unless you do it like way too much. But
No, but
like
if
the
you're
odd
out if
fart.
you're out in public and you're farting all the time, that's a bit weird. Like, it's like, if you're on a new date with someone and you're farting at the dinner table, that is unattractive, and like, yeah, you should probably
Ugh.
regret that. But if you're with your
Time and
partner, like
place.
you're in your house with your partner, and you're on the sofa and you let one rip, no, it's funny.
One rip.
It is what it is. It's just part of life.
Mine are more like silent but violent ones, aren't they?
Yeah, they are silent. You don't even know when they come in.
Dating a few guys I wasn't physically attracted to, but did like their personality, and hoping I would magically become physically attracted to them, even though I know that doesn't work for me. It never happened, and I just wish I would have not done that. Waste of time for everyone involved. Pretty dishonest and unkind too. My dating life got so much better when I stopped doing that.
I like the
Why
honesty.
would you do that from the beginning, though?
Well, people just go for people, don't they? Like, like not always going to fancy everyone. And some people just, I think women, I don't know, I've seen women can go for men even though they don't fancy them, but they can go because they fancy their personality
Or their money?
or money, or they just like funny. But most guys, to
Yeah, if they're
be with a woman,
funny.
they have to fancy them, I think. But like, I can know women who can go with a guy without fancying them, which I find a bit bizarre.
Bit shallow, that, isn't it?
Well, not really, because the physical attraction's a big thing, isn't it?
I know, but like, I kind of get the funny one. Like, if a lot of women, I reckon, could say you could laugh them into bed. I'm not saying like being a slag on first night, but I'm just saying like, if you created a nice like bond with someone and they constantly made you laugh, I think that's attractive in itself.
Yeah, no, I agree. Okay, becoming way too attached to my boyfriend. I'm very independent and enjoy my own time. But being with him for 5 years, living together and having a routine together left me not feeling independent. And I get anxiety when I'm by myself. Now I'm
Ah,
starting to be more independent and slowly learning to enjoy my own time. I
that's
know it will
good.
take time. That's good. And again, like the honesty, I think a lot of people, when they get in relationships, they rely on the other person for everything. They see them too often. And then when they are alone, they have like attachment issues and they have like, they struggle being on their own. So I think like that alone time is definitely good for people.
I think that's a personality trait though. I don't know, like, you know, like I feel like I get it with you when we spend a week at a time together, because obviously we are long distance. So like I'll come for a week, you'll come here for a week, and then I'm with you sort of every moment of the day, and then you leave or I leave, and I'm just like, it's separation anxiety.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm trying to like, I can't really control that though. Like that's just how like I feel.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like that's just part of you and you shouldn't regret feeling that way. But I do think there are some girls who get in relationships, and boys as well, who get into relationships and then like give their everything to their partner and then completely cut off their friends.
Yeah, they cut
And
off their own personal life.
yeah, and that's when like you shouldn't do that, because it's like you'll end up losing your mates because they'll invite you out and you'll be like no, because you want to spend it with your partner, and it's like your friends are eventually going to stop inviting you out if you're just so obsessed with your other half that
Yeah.
like you do become a shit friend. Then you're going to lose your friends, and then if it doesn't work out with your partner, you've got fucking no one. So
Yeah.
it's very important to not like dedicate your whole life to your partner.
Yeah, I agree. Especially early on. Yeah, next one. Not being honest about my friend's behavior sooner. She was horrible and it took me years to see it.
Yeah, that's
sometimes
quite a common thing, I'd say.
sometimes you're blind to it, aren't you? Because you're friends with them.
Yeah.
I think sometimes though, it takes you meeting new friends and being around other people to realize then that isn't normal and that's not nice of them. So like,
Yeah.
it's like sometimes when you meet a new friend and they get introduced to your other friend who's not nice and they like see the side of them as well and it like, sort of opens your eyes.
I was actually talking about this with one of my sisters recently, because one of my sisters isn't friends with someone anymore, and like vice versa, like whoever. I mean, I've lost actually a lot of friends over the years, but we were saying it's funny that when you're in that friendship, you don't see it, but actually someone outside of your circle, like a family member, or like my mum has said like things before in the past, or my dad, and blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, oh, you're so judgmental. Like, they're my best friend and blah, blah, blah. And then it's just one day you just see the light, don't you?
Yeah.
It happens so often though. Like you're not the only person that happens to. And it's very, normal. Lots of people go through life, you lose friends and you gain friends, and eventually you get to a certain age, I think, where you've found your real ones. And that's all you
Yeah.
need. It's quality over quantity. Letting my partner have a best friend of the opposite sex.
That can be a sticky one because
Well, obviously something bad happened, didn't it?
Well, if something bad happens, yeah, that's not it's not ideal, is it? But at the same time, we've spoke about this before about having friends when you're in a relationship. But obviously, it depends on the circumstances for sure. Because that it can be weird, but yeah, depends on the circumstances. Next one, faking an orgasm. I don't know why you regret that. To be honest, sometimes just
don't regret that.
No.
Sometimes you just want to get it over and done with.
Yeah, and you just kind of want to make them. Is it like you want to make them feel good about themselves?
Yeah, and that. Spending too much time on my phone and not living in the moment. Oh, I think a lot of people can agree with that.
Yeah, definitely. I think everyone's guilty of that. Most people are guilty of that anyway.
I think mine's more so like day to day, during the daytime, and like just sometimes I'm sitting on TikTok for like 2 hours and I think, oh, why have I done that? Even though I love sitting on TikTok and like laughing at videos, I think I could have been doing something more beneficial with my time. I should have been reading my book and like, enhancing my brain.
Yeah, doing things which are going to benefit you.
Yeah. Like get my vocabulary up, or like, I don't know, doing something towards my career.
Yeah. Rather than just scrolling, doom scrolling.
Yeah.
I agree. Begging my ex to stay with me after he dumped me, and then also begging him to stay friends. I was accepting his breadcrumbing. I think that means like accepting his, feeding a little bit of bullshit or whatever. Getting walked all over. He was so diabolically below my league and I didn't deserve any of that. There we are. Know your
Good, well,
worth.
at least you realise now.
Know your worth, girl. But some people, they're there for the chapter. They're not there for the whole lifetime. They are. Some people are there for a season. Some people are there for a reason. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's a Justin Bieber lyric.
Yeah. Some people come in your life for a season.
Yeah. Oh, that's cute. No, don't regret that though. That's what I'd say. You definitely don't regret, because as I said earlier, you've learned from it. I mean, you're never gonna fucking beg for an ex to be your friend again, are you? Like, so that's what, huh?
Hopefully not.
No. Last one. I used to have a lot, but I don't think I feel that way anymore. Everything happens for a reason, even if it sucks. And it brought me to where I am now. And I am exactly where I want to be.
Oh, that's cute. I think, like you said earlier, everything happens for a reason. And it's good to remember that, because even in the moment, sometimes when things aren't going right and you think, oh, why is this happening to me? Or what's most things in the scenario, like, people coming in your life, leaving your life, a lot of things do happen for a reason. You might have lost a job, but then you gained a new job, 6 months down the line. So yeah,
one door closes, another one opens.
Yeah, and try and see the silver lining in things.
How many quotes are we going to say in this episode?
There's a silver lining to most things, yeah, and like every day above ground is a good day.
What was the beginning one?
Procrastination is the assassination of all destinations.
That was a completely different app.
Yeah, it was literally on Tuesday's episode. But yeah, it's like what's meant for you won't pass you by.
Go on, one more. I know you've got another one in the bag.
Whatever happens, the sun is going to rise tomorrow and the world will go on.
That was shit. That one was really shit.
I don't know. I have to think of more. I said, okay, I'll finish on this one. I've done this before. My dad used to say this to me all the time.
I know what one, yeah.
You can please some of the people all of the time, or you can please all of the people some of the time, but you can't please all of the people all of the time. So no matter what you do, not everyone's going to be happy. So just do what makes you happy and your close ones and your loved ones, and you'll be fine.
There we are. A lovely end to that episode. Thank you so much, Liam. This is our Thursday episode. Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed. We will see you next Tuesday. And please go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on our follow us on our Instagram, TikTok at Liam and Millie Podcast. And see you next week, guys.
See you Tuesday.
Mwah.
Liam and Millie is a Sony Music Entertainment production.